Do you feel like you are just different? You don't fit in with the norms? You feel like your mind is just attuned to different things, different areas, different concepts? My name's Lou Whelan. I'm a transformational mentor and psychic medium, supporting people through change. Remember to subscribe if you like transformation, energy and mindset. So here's the juice. Let me know if it connects, because you may be an old soul. Number one, you are just drawn to energy, insights. Like I said, it feels like your mind is just elsewhere. You're drawn to knowledge. You're drawn to understanding the universe. So you're likely into metaphysics, energy, magic, power of the mind. You could have been drawn to X-Men, Charmed, things like that. The Worst Witch, quite possibly, if you're in the UK, you'll know what I mean. But you value information, you value wisdom. You likely absorb a lot of information, but not just the standard information. You'll likely be drawn to topics, insights, what are just uncommon from everyday kids, especially once we start reaching the adolescent years. That is when it will likely stand out. If you are an old soul, when you are going through your adolescent puberty years, teen years, you're growing as an individual, you will feel different. You will know there's more than what meets the eye. You will just know that the universe is bigger than what it is. Number two, you will likely have issues with authority, and not just because it's authority. You're not just a naughty child, you're not just an outspoken individual who likes causing trouble. You have a voice and you know when you need to trust your voice. The only issue is when then these people in positions of power, likely when you are a child, parents could likely have to shout, try and enforce that sense of authority. Teachers, school systems, etc., them types of places, you will likely have an outspoken energy where you will just know what needs to be said. You will likely use a larger volume. And this is just because you know that you can trust your voice. You know that there's either different ways or means, or you know that that's the point when you can stand up for yourself, and you will do that, because when you are an older soul, there's this sense of authority in your own life, regardless of age. You have this sense of knowing, you have this sense of understanding, and that can sometimes be a challenge for people who may view themselves as an authority figure in your life. And at some points, especially in childhood, there is a sense of authority with parents and teachers, but also at the same time, the battle comes when you know that you're right on something and you're not being listened to, so you will stand your ground. So that's where the difference is when just being a disruptive kind of individual. Maybe these things going on in your life what cause disruption, but also at the same time, there's this sense of just knowing when to speak up. Number three, you are likely drawn to the spirit world. It is similar to number one, and you have that sense of knowledge and that there's more to the universe, and you're quite conscious. But then in the next sense, you have a strong connection to spirit. You will have a strong sense of connection to your higher self. So you'll likely receive downloads of information. Dreams will be quite intense. You may have connections to spirit during dreams where you're getting messages. You could grow up being a medium or quite aware of the psychic energy, so energy of people, places, situations. You pick up on past, present and future because your mind is more connected. You're born with a higher state of consciousness. You're quite aware of energy, which means also being aware of conscious energy. So you likely got a connection to the spirit world, spirit guides, angelic energy, ET energy, because if you are an old soul, you may as well tap into that vibration of knowledge, because spirit also have a great vault of knowledge. Your consciousness as well has a great vault of knowledge for you to tap into that database and download it. There is videos to do that on the YouTube. Number four, you can find standard processes in day-to-day life, especially in modern life, quite confusing. Now we're moving into the age of technology, and everything is about technology. All the processes are changing. Things what would used to have stood before cannot stand now, so we're integrating new. This can be a challenge for an old soul. We've not really grown. The biggest growth what we have had has been in the recent years, and obviously incarnating now. There are a lot of changes what a lot of people are experiencing. So the everyday processes and obsessions over technology, even though now we need to learn to utilize technology, can be a challenge for an old soul because it's something new, it's different, it's expansion. There is always going to be something new in the world for each incarnation for you to experience. But old souls, the growth in technology is what I feel would be the biggest cause of confusion or stress. Because we're changing now, we're utilising things what we've never utilised before. An old soul has a connection to the earth, has a connection to energy. Now computers are great for advancing knowledge, but also at the same time, it's then integrating different systems and different processes. An old soul utilises, do you know, their energies around them, skills and talents. They have a deep understanding of the world, what has been, but they're also then integrating and understanding the new processes, what the world has to offer. They do find a lot of the everyday things now quite challenging, or the stresses what people do have, they would find them quite confusing because they have an understanding of life, a vast understanding of life. The more calmer they are, the easier they will be able to integrate and shift through. But also at the same time, there can be high levels of frustration due to energetic imprints of each being. So as an old soul, it can definitely present its challenges being in the age of technology. Number 5, old souls are drawn to certain points of history, certain civilizations. This is because their soul has lived many times. There is likely a vault of insights and experiences for them to utilize and integrate with this lifetime. A lot of old souls are into channeling work, so they can bring information from before. They can also go into the past and rewire the past, do you know, healing the past, letting go of the past. Old souls have a huge connection with history, but it's always for a purpose. They will need to understand within themselves what is that lifetime link and why they are drawn to specific civilizations or points. Once they do, they will likely utilize a whole bunch of skills, talents, insights, understandings to be brought to the present, to empower the present, to help people in the present, or to even also help themselves. So old souls are usually drawn to the past or have a strong link towards the past in some way, shape or form, through style, through dreams and memories, through feeling like they should be living in that lifetime. So old souls, make sure that you are writing things down. Make sure that you are looking at it with curiosity, because if you do, you will be able to find yourself on a deeper level. So do you feel like you are an old soul? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you drop a follow and keep up with the page. Much love, stay well.